I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to run out of shit that I regret buying. Hey, it's Cameron with the Atlas Strength Shop. We're back with another video, and today we're going to talk about another piece of equipment that I really regret buying. Remember that I had to get something down on camera today? That's why I'm wearing my elbow sleeves. We are filming this in between sets on my bench day today. But today, we are going to talk about the jerk blocks that I got for X Training equipment. Let's get to it. Here they are. These are the jerk blocks from X Training equipment. I'm not going to talk about the craftsmanship. I'm not going to talk about whether or not they work, because to be honest, they are put together incredibly. They work great. You know, they're jerk blocks. They don't have a lot of moving parts. But I'm going to tell you why I regret purchasing them. So before I left my full-time position in the National Guard, we had probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 members here talking about how it'd be great if we had some jerk blocks. They would use some jerk blocks. And you get the idea. Like, jerk blocks, they're cool. They're a good thing to have around. And I noticed that a competitor in the area, they got some. So I was like, well, I want to get some too, because at the time I was worried about people leaving here and going to them. That wound up not being the case, but I was worried about it at the time. So I started scouring Facebook Marketplace, and I found these about 3 hours away for a really, really good price. So I took off work one day, I drove to Fort Polk, Louisiana, paid the man, threw him in the back of my truck. He had cut some stall mats to use on the top for a little bit of extra cushion, and he'd even made these risers to get them a little bit higher, and all that was included. I got him here, I was really happy. I had him set up on the platform. People were excited for about 15 minutes. And then they came over to this corner because they determined that they took up too much room on the lifting platform. That was what I intended to do, is keep them on the lifting platform, and you could just move them out of the way when you didn't need them, and then you'd put them back when you were done. That turned out to not be the case. So we wound up bringing them over here in the corner, and since then, they have been used less than 10 times by a total of 2 members. 2 members have used these jerk blocks, and that's really the problem with them. Jerk blocks are big, they are bulky, they are a pain to move, and because of that, athletes would just rather not fool with them. There are other ways to train your jerks. You can either set up in a rack, or we actually have specific safety arms that come on the outside of the rack that you can use for basically the same thing as jerk blocks. Because in reality, we only had 1 or 2 Olympic lifters here, and we had some strongmen. I figured the strongmen would use it with log. Turns out that they prefer to just come out of the racks with log, because these are a pain in the ass to move. And it's kind of funny. So there's this coach who used to own this gym out in Sacramento named Chip Conrad. He comes in here and drops in here a lot. He dropped in shortly after I got these and told me to enjoy the new standing desk. And yeah, that's pretty much been it. They're stacked all nice and pretty right now. They weren't up until about 3 days ago, because we had 1 Olympic lifter who used them regularly in his programming. And he said that he liked to use the ones on the bottom. Like, he didn't like the whole stack. So it was just easier for him to grab 1 or 2, bring them where he wanted to use them, and then put them back. And it was just all cluttered here. So now I got them nice and pretty, and I am fully expecting them to not move again for months. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's why I regret buying a pair of jerk blocks. It has nothing to do with the company. In fact, I don't even think X Training equipment's even around anymore. They were a competitor for Rogue and again Faster during that whole boom before Rogue really took everything over. They're really old. They've held up great. I have no complaints about the craftsmanship. They're still really cool. It's just nobody uses these, and I don't see them using these. And as you can see, it takes up about the same footprint as a useful piece of machinery or even a small squat rack. So it is what it is. But that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you don't waste your money on a pair of jerk blocks. The only time I could see this being useful is if you are in a weightlifting specific gym. If all your gym does is weightlifting, or all you do in your garage is weightlifting, the jerk blocks are useful. But if you've got a lot of different members that do a lot of different things, there's better options to spend your money on than a pair of jerk blocks. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you found value in this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot. If you're in the Baton Rouge area, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'd love to meet you. We'll set something up, get you in here. If you're not in the Baton Rouge area and you still want sports, you can do that one of a few ways. You can go to the website and check out our programming or our apparel options. Wearing some of the apparel right here. I love our apparel. Hopefully you do too. Or if you want to sign up for one of our competitions, we have the 3rd annual Rougarou Classic on November 19th. We have Louisiana Strongest Man, which isn't on Iron Podium yet, but that's going to be April 1st, so mark your calendars. And on Lifting Cast, we have a USAPL meet here on February 11th. So until next time, keep that tight and